Everybody has been sold the lie about how to be productive. And everyone's bought that lie because it sounds really good. On one side of the coin, you have normal average people with average advice. Stuff like the Pomodoro technique where, you can take a break every 30 minutes, go play some Fortnite and go back to work. On the other, you have all of the self-improvement guys convinced that getting into flow states is the holy grail. Oh, you don't even notice the time pass by. Work just seems so easy. Can you tell why this lie sounds so good? And yes, I have to admit, both of these methods, Pomodoro techniques, flow states, definitely have their benefits and they are very useful. But most of the highest quality work and growth, I guess, comes from this third state of work that basically almost no one talks about because it doesn't sound as good as these other two. So what does hard work actually look like? First of all, I'm not saying that flow states are stupid. I'm just saying that most people kind of have a misconception about what a flow state actually is. All it does is produce a better, higher quality product, but it does nothing with easing the pain or discomfort along the way. To grow, to produce something of higher quality than last time, you have to push your brain harder than last time. It's like if you were walking along a path towards your goal and somebody kept dropping bigger and bigger rocks in front of you. At first you could jump over them, then you kind of had to, kind of climb over them, and at some point you had to take out your goddamn rock climbing gear and start scaling the mountain. As you approached your goal, these rocks got harder and harder. You needed to put in more and more effort. But at the end of the path, when you reached your goal, not only did you reach your goal, you got stronger. The misconception about flow states is that people think that getting into a flow state will help you not notice the pain of climbing over these rocks. That's literally impossible. You can feel every second of the pain of that frustration. When climbing these rocks, yeah, you're gonna be pissed off, you're gonna be frustrated because it's hard and you might fail. You can't avoid that, but if you do experience those feelings, that's how you know you're doing it right. So quick story, a while ago I was solving these chess puzzles because I was taking a class, and I had to do 12 of them for each class, and they were supposed to take 2 minutes maximum. And the most annoying thing is when you're sitting down, you're looking at a chess puzzle, it's supposed to take 2 minutes, but then you're there 30 minutes later and you still can't come up with a good answer. At that point, most people would have given up and went to bed. But I stuck with that feeling of frustration for the next 10 minutes. Then I said, screw this and went to bed. But then the next day, the next time I saw it, I'd be able to solve it in 2 minutes. And then the next one after that would come much easier. And the secret here is staying with that initial feeling of frustration. Because frustration literally means that your brain is adapting. The frustration chemical or whatever that's released in your brain signals your brain that, okay, I can't do this, something is not wrong, so I have to adapt to survive. But if the second this frustration chemical gets released, you instantly close your laptop and go do something easier. Then your brain is gonna shut off those chemicals because it thinks that, oh, okay, I guess this is not that necessary for survival. I don't actually have to adapt. I don't have to learn. I don't have to grow. Most people want to reach the destination, the goal, without first jumping over these rocks. That's what the lie is about. People try and convince you that, with this Pomodoro technique, you can take a break every 30 minutes when the work gets too mentally taxing and you get frustrated. That's like being halfway up a goddamn cliff, climbing towards your goal, and then just, my arms are starting to hurt a little bit, and then you just jump all the way back down. That's basically what the Pomodoro technique is. So since it's impossible to scale these rocks without feeling the pain, you just start avoiding them altogether. You take the easy path. You don't do the deep work, the hard work that you know needs to be done for you to succeed. Hard work is hard because you don't get to zone out. You don't get to avoid the pain. You have to stick through it. If you could, then it would be easy work and everyone would do it. Sure, there will be times when it's easier, when the rock seems less steep, when the sentences just seem to write themselves. And yes, that's you getting into a flow state. But it's still gonna be painful. You're just so locked in that it's like you almost don't pay any mind, but you can still feel it. I'm saying it right now and it sounds stupid, but I think if anyone's ever done hard work, you'd understand. For example, writing the script for this video, it's very difficult to say what I want to say, make it concise, and make the structure logical. Sure, I could just go into this flow state, zone out, and write whatever my mind comes up with, but that wouldn't produce that high quality of work. Writing the script was difficult, and yes, at times the sentences seemed to write themselves, but it was at no point truly easy. So in summary, anything you want to achieve in life lies on the other ends of some very steep rocks, and it will be hard. The answer doesn't lie solely in these Pomodoro techniques or flow states. The unsexy answer is you have to do something until it starts becoming hard. And then you want to stick with that hard, frustrating feeling for as long as you can. And then come back the next day and try and stick with it even longer than last time. And if you do this over weeks, over months, you'll notice that the work you can do and the work you can produce, its quality, is gonna increase exponentially compared to someone that just avoids doing the work when it starts to feel hard. And yeah, don't get a mental breakdown trying to solve a chess puzzle for 5 hours. Just start with 5 minutes, then go to 10 minutes, then go to 15, and yeah, progressively overload. I know I seemed like I was repeating myself a lot in this video, but I'm just trying to hammer this into your mind. So yeah bro, subscribe if you found it valuable, and go do some push-ups.